I assume this is about the air safety special.
I've logged more miles than NASA. I don't care to know the risks.
Well, just so you know, legal's already given the go-ahead.
Fine. You're fired.
What, from the specials unit?
From RCW. Effective immediately. Your job performance in the last month has deteriorated rapidly. That auto show piece was delayed for 24 hours because you lost the tapes.
That was an intern botch-up. It happens.
Not here.
Okay, it wasn't exactly breaking news.
We were caught with our pants down, Jake. The weatherman had to vent for 2 minutes.
Oh, it's a good thing it rained then.
You see, you don't take the job seriously.
So, I have some attitude problems.
You're not a team player, Jake. You can't just shove the humdrum details off on others and go out and seek cheap thrills.
I get the job done.
Your ambitions have far outstripped your abilities.
Learn by doing. Wasn't that your directive?
Within reason, yeah.
Well, why don't you just show me a few examples of some of my amateurish work?
I'm an executive. I'm not a professor. Find some backwater affiliate where you can go use as a playground.
Walking papers, and I won my ticket out of town. I must have crossed a line.
Well, it's best to end it here rather than wait for a disaster.
You know, I've been getting nothing but the support and encouragement from people around the station.
That's because you're Tad's brother. They have to be nice to you. But Tad, at least, is a professional. He'll understand.
Well, I think everybody will be very clear on your motives, Chandler.
This isn't personal.
Well, this is about Liza. It's nothing but personal.
So, you want to gossip. The sewing circle just left.
What are you doing, straightening up for your successor?
We're in no rush.
I'm glad to hear it, because the idea of you and Jake sailing anywhere, let alone off into the sunset, is a complete joke.
Thank you for your support.
Oh, come on, Liza, let's be practical. I mean, in the first place, your nautical expertise has got to be somewhere between Ginger and Mrs. Howell.
You know, it's always something I wanted to try, though.
Yeah, well, that's what scares me. Because it's not a lark for Jake. He's taking this very seriously.
Oh, and I'm taking him for a ride.
A person doesn't change their values overnight.
I've known Jake for months. He's changed me.
Well, and I guess it's too bad that your little metamorphosis just happens to coincide with a marriage to Adam.
Knowing Jake, I've realized that I've made some mistakes.
And you're going to reward him with a rebound relationship?
Jake's a big boy. He doesn't need you to save him from my evil clutches.
I'm not saying you're evil, just reckless.
You know, you praised me for the fast, clean break. From Adam? I can't make 2 intelligent decisions in a row?
Liza, my brother is only going to disappoint you.
He hasn't so far.
Wait a minute. Jake is a wonderful person. He's down to earth. He's thoughtful. He's scholarly.
And he's going to make a wonderful doctor.
Yeah, maybe, but he's never going to be a high roller.
That's not what I want.
That's all you've ever wanted.
That's all I've ever been. I don't need to ride on someone's coattails to get that, Tad.
You, never.
Jake made me realize that I'm meant to be a lot more than somebody's trophy.
Sounds like great advice. So by all means, use him as a sounding board. Use him as a crutch. Just don't use him.
If I had your track record, I'd worry. But my stats aren't that bad. I've had 1 bad, failed marriage and several flubs.
Jonathan Kinder was a flub?
I deserve to have happiness in my life. And Jake makes me happy.
What does he get out of it?
Ask him.
He's too far gone.
Whoa, you have a high opinion of your brother, don't you?
Let's just say I fooled myself enough to know the signs. He wants a little excitement. You want a little tranquility. That's a phase, not kismet.
Is that so?
Liza, you could never make my brother happy.
I think Tad would gladly hand over his hosting duties to Jake at WRCW.
Well, Jake is heading back to medical school.
Oh, isn't that great news?
It would be if he weren't moving back to California with Liza Colby. Liza Colby Chandler.
Liza asked Adam for a divorce?
Well, Jake feels the end is near.
Oh, Jake's moving way too fast to be rational.
Jake usually listens to reason, but unfortunately, I slipped into the disapproving mother mode.
Why should you even pretend to be happy? Liza has caused this family so much pain. You'd think she'd know enough to stand clear.
Okay, let's just get it out on the table here.
You're risking your severance and ever working in television again at this moment.
I have rights, Chandler.
Rights? Jake, you're a plebe. You're a grunt. You have no rights.
You spied on Liza and me. I bet the FCC would be really interested in hearing about that little thing.
Well, I'm sure the FCC has bigger fish to fry. You're actually, video surveillance is a staple of corporate MO right now. I have eyes everywhere.
She's your wife.
She's my station manager. Have you ever been fired before?
No.
No, of course not. You always quit first. Well, let me give you a piece of advice. Go quietly. Bringing my personal life into it is not very dignified.
You have no personal life with Liza.
My personal life is none of your damn business. You're a fool to tangle with me. Consider yourself warned.
Well, I was briefed. Marion once told me that you're like Nero, only without the musical talent.
Marion, you after my mother-in-law, too?
I'm in love with Liza.
You act like you discovered penicillin. Let me temper your enthusiasm, Jake. You're just a passing fancy with Liza. I provide everything she really needs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you know, she thought money and clout would do the trick, but it didn't. She wants me. Your little business arrangement fell flat, I guess.
Our business arrangement?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she told me a long time ago. You two are teaming up for just a stunt. Publicity, got the revenues up. But she wants a little bit more than being half of a two-headed shark.
It was Liza's idea to get married in the first place.
Yeah.
And believe me, the success of RCW was the farthest thought from her mind. Didn't she tell you?
What? Tell me. What?
Liza only married me to make Tad jealous.
I can't make Jake happy?
You've got nothing in common. You're a workaholic. He's a poet. He wants hearth and home. You want success and power. He's a Brady. You're a Borgia.
Oh, shut up, Tad.
Hey, I'm not saying something you don't already know. Stop fooling yourself and him.
We're going to San Francisco, and we're going to have a wonderful
You're never
life.
going to make it to San Francisco.
Is this another one of your
You're
predictions?
going to jump ship before you're a mile away from the dock. This is Jake's dream, not yours. You're not finished with WRCW or Pine Valley. Stay here.
Well, you think I'm going to be able to keep this job after I divorce Adam?
Absolutely. He's a businessman. He'd have to look long and hard to find himself another assassin.
Is that how you see me?
When did it stop being a compliment? Wait a minute. All I'm saying is that you're brilliant. It's the game. It's what you live for. It's what you're good at. If you want to idle for a while, fine. Be my guest. Dabble in nature. Flirt with Jake. Just do it here. Don't run away. This is your home.
I'm not running away. I'm moving out. I'm tired of the pressures. I'm tired of the stress, the mind games. I want Jake.
For now.
No, forever. When you look at us, all you see are differences. You don't have a clue how much we really are alike.
Come again?
When it comes to the really important things in life, Jake and I want the same thing.
No, I don't.
Yes, it's called love and respect. Sharing a life where the love deepens and gets stronger as time goes by.
Liza, it's me you're talking to. It's Tad. I've known you too long. And I'm sorry, but from everything I've ever seen, I don't think you're capable of loving someone.
I can't even imagine him striking up a conversation.
Well, he does work with her. Maybe he finds her talent magnetic.
Jake's a pretty warm person. He's drawn to warmth and humor.
Opposites attract.
Liza's idea of fun is charts and graphs. Just like Adam, her husband.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, I don't know. I learned the hard way.
I always thought Adam and Liza were a perfect match.
Me too. When I heard that they were tying the knot, my first thought was, well, why didn't they think of that sooner?
So, Liza is throwing away life in a fast jet to ride on Jake's bicycle. Why?
Get out of my office.
Let me explain.
I'm not going to have this conversation with you.
The door is shut. It's not like I accused you of being the Wicked Witch of the West,
No,
okay?
you went lower than
It's
that.
hardly your fault. You were raised without it. You were raised without love. Your father was a non-starter. Your mother phoned it in from other men's beds.
Including yours.
I'm not proud of that.
Don't you dare judge me or my parents. I will take my gene pool over the swamp that Opal and Ray came out of any day of the week.
Just like high school. It really takes me back. Somewhere out there, Jenny is laughing her head off.
Jenny doesn't
She
have
knew
anything
that
to do
to
with
get,
this.
love, you had to give it, and you hated her for that.
No, I'll tell you something. In high school, it's better to be feared than to be loved. Take it from me.
We're a hell of a long way from high school.
Yes, we are. I've been a long time away from this godforsaken town. Doesn't time change anything, Tad?
I'm not sure. In some ways, you're exactly the same. You're still absolutely capable of using intimidation to get all the attention and all the respect you didn't get when you were at home.
Maybe I have some of those rough edges because the person that I loved first slept with my mother.
Okay, all right. Okay. Look, Jake. Jake is a man who lives to save people.
He doesn't pity me, Tad. He loves me.
He wants to love you.
But I'm just a shallow, workaholic robot that's not worthy of love. Is that it?
Maybe you should work out some of those rough edges on your own.
Do you trust Jake?
Sure I do.
Did Ruth or Joe send you?
No.
Then why all
My
this?
parents had nothing to do with
I
it.
don't get it. Because when I got engaged to Adam, you came to the country inn when I was on retreat and you begged me to reconsider. You said, hold out for love. That's what you said to me.
Yes, I did.
So then what's with all this? I don't remember you listing off my alleged shortcomings at the inn.
You put on quite a show since then. Forgive me for holding a little hope for you.
Hope for me? Or hope for us? Is that what this is all about, Tad? Our very unfinished business? Maybe you can't let go.
Or maybe you haven't listened to a word I said.
No. Gloria Marsh nails Tad and gets herself a prince in the bargain. And what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to sit back, pining away for what might have been?
Where are you getting this?
It's the only subtext I could figure out for this psychobabble. But hold on to your ego, Tad. I don't want you. This isn't about revenge. I'm not going out with Jake to spite you. What Jake and I have together has nothing to do with you. I met a wonderful guy. And he loves me. Dad, are you the only one who's allowed to start over?
Of course not. But Gloria and I, we share the same goals and interests. We make sense.
This isn't a competition to see who's Pine Valley's favorite couple is. You know, I don't care if this whole town is shaking their heads in total disbelief. I found something real.
Then why run away?
I'm not.
Why leave? Why? Jake could start his medical career right here in Pine Valley at the university.
What can I say? He left his heart in San Francisco. I will tell you this, though. Your opinion matters to him. Be a gentleman and wish us well.
And if I can't?
Then don't hold out hope. Because your opinion doesn't matter that much.
It will never work with Jake. I know it. And deep down, you know it too.
Liza assumed Ted would swoop down and stop the wedding and save her from herself. And because she's had that fantasy since you were in Little League.
So what you tell me, Liza expected Tad to...
Liza has a flair for the drama, you see. As witness, her magnum opus, sinking her talons into you. Revenge can be sweet.
Yeah, I don't buy it. Liza and Tad hit the skids eons ago.
Liza assumed that Glory was just a passing fancy and that the wedding would serve as a much-needed wake-up call for Tad.
So you were just along for the ride?
Well, it was a publicity bonanza. we were mentioned on Wall Street World.
Yeah, well, you know, if your heart isn't in this marriage, why don't you just give her the divorce?
I intend to.
Okay, good. So why don't you just sign on the dotted line? So I'm getting real tired of circling here.
Well, just as soon as Liza runs out of stall tactics.
Stall. Liza's stalling.
Do you have a problem, a communication problem with Liza? Don't you realize honesty is the basis of any relationship?
This coming from you. Okay.
Well, Liza and I have a perfectly ideal relationship. It would never occur to her to try to lie to me. But if she sees you as an easy mark, you better duck and cover, buddy. Now, I have a conference call I'm expecting any minute. Just turn over your ID to any one of the guards out there.
Well, you can tell security that I'm going to take a few fountain pens, a couple of legal pads, and, oh, yeah. Liza called me.
You having one of those run out of fax paper, can't find a working pen days?
Yeah, if only. So what are you doing? You rushing to the airport?
No, I have time. You know, when I left you alone with Tad, I just thought that he was mildly upset about this relationship. Now he wants to torpedo the boat. You must really get under his skin.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't really care what anyone thinks. Not Tad, not Adam.
Adam?
Yeah, he just fired me.
What did you do?
Well, I didn't really give him just cause until after he canned me. That's when I told him that I loved you.
There's reasons for dismissal. I am his wife.
Yeah, not much longer, though.
Right. It's just he's dragging his feet. Barry Shutter will be able to buy another house when Adam gets done with him.
So, Adam's dragging his feet.
Does that surprise you?
Well, he claims that you're stalling.
Yeah, he would say that, wouldn't
There's more. He wanted to tell me the real reason why you married him.
he? What's that?
To make Tad jealous. But, I know I don't need to say this, but I didn't believe him for a second.
Well, at least Liza's about-face does seem to signal the end of her obsession with Tad.
Don't think of it this way. You'll only have to deal with her at Christmas and Thanksgiving.
We'll only have to deal with them. Allies, remember?
Or we could get lucky. By the fall, she could show her true colors and run off with some Silicon Valley billionaire.
Oh, from your lips to God's ear. Oh, hi, Tad.
Come on. What's up? Girl talk?
Precisely.
I'll go out and come in again.
No, it's the first of many nurse-to-nurse summits. Come here.
I prefer to call them mother-daughters. Well, I think I have to throw something in the microwave for Kelsey.
Speaking of which, I hope you didn't give Kelsey an earful. She's got a big mouth.
We didn't. Kelsey's upstairs studying. We were not gossiping.
Oh, no, not at all.
No. You look exhausted.
I am exhausted. Liza.
Liza who?
Liza, the Liza that thinks that I am still carrying a torch for her. As a matter of fact, she's convinced that's the reason I'm not part of the Jake-Liza cheerleading section.
There isn't one. I was just talking with Ruth. Liza's absolutely wrong for Jake.
Is there any way we can keep Jake from bringing a date to the wedding?
No. Nope. But see, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you and Liza are history. It's just that Liza doesn't know this yet. You know how we always said the past isn't very important?
Right. Right. You know, I shouldn't have let Adam get that far with his item.
No, it's true. I did become engaged to Adam to provoke Tad.
What are you saying?
Look, I've been hung up on Tad since I was a kid. I mean, I could never really let it go. I could never accept that it was over, that there was an end to it.
So, Adam, why did you marry him?
I figured since while I was in it, I would maybe wrestle some sort of a nest egg out of it or something. Look, I pulled one over on Adam, okay? I married him. He didn't even know it hit him.
Okay. So where do I fit into this whole thing?
You've given me back my life. I was looking for financial security, and all of a sudden, all the answers to all my prayers were right there in front of me. I mean, thank God, Letitia Barcroft is ready to make me an offer. I mean, she's got an incredible reputation. She's got this hot station, and we're very old friends.
San Francisco, here we come.
Mm-hmm.
We have everything we need.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.